In my journey to find Estonian footprints, I've been led on some very interesting paths. But here in London, there's actually a physical footprint left by the Estonians. There's everything to do with the Bauhaus School, Agatha Christie, and some real-life spies.
My name is George Fletcher, and I'm a British actor. At the end of World War II, my grandparents fled from Estonia to the United Kingdom, and while I've always known about my Estonian heritage, I now want to know more. So, I'm on a mission to find the Estonian footprints here in the UK.
I'm in North London, in Belsize Park, just a stone's throw away from Hampstead Heath. And this is the Isokon building. It has very strong connections with Estonia. I'm meeting author and historian Magnus Engeland to find out more. Hi Magnus, where are we and what makes this building so unique?
So we are in the Isokon building, which used to be called Lone Road Flats. And what makes this building unique really is that it was the first reinforced concrete block of flats ever built in Britain. But it's also unique in the list of residents who lived here, particularly in the 1930s and 40s, because almost all of them were famous. So you had members of the Bauhaus School from Germany, you had Agatha Christie, the author, and some other authors. And much later, it's been found out that at least 5 of the residents in the 1930s worked for Soviet intelligence.
And how does the Isokon connect to Estonia?
The key people really in this story of Isokon is Jack and Molly Pritchard. Jack Pritchard was a local Hampstead boy, and Jack, he went to work in 1925 for a company called Venesta, which is short for Veneer Estonia. And Venesta was a subsidiary of the Luther Company in Estonia. So when they came to do the flats here, Jack Pritchard thought it would be clever to use the Venesta plywood as a showcase for his architect friends, as a sort of almost like a showroom that he could bring them around for dinner and say, this is what you can do with plywood. So in his own flat, his penthouse flat, the floor was plywood, the walls were plywood, the cupboards were plywood, and it was all made in Estonian birch. We found this letter from Agatha Christie she's writing during the war to her husband, who was posted out in Egypt during the war, that she's lying back and thinking about their archaeological digs and adventures in this funny chair she's having, which is an Isokon chair designed by Breuer, but it would have been made in Tallinn, would have been made in Estonia. And the Estonians, they were the kings of plywood.
What type of products were made by Luther?
Yeah, Luther and Venesta was really, the basis of it was plywood, like this suitcase here. That's a Luther piece from Estonia.
Am I right in saying this is nearly 100 years old?
It's nearly 100 years old, yes.
Wow. And with the Isokon now, are there any original interiors left?
The penthouse has quite a lot of the original fittings.
Can we go and maybe see the penthouse?
Of course we can go and see the penthouse. It's a beautiful space. So, this is the Isokon penthouse.
Look at this. This is amazing. So this is all Estonian wood in here in terms of the panelling, the floors, even the chair that you showed me earlier as well.
This one you can actually try out, because this is not as, if you want to...
Should I sit down? Yeah, I'll sit down in it. Great, let's do this. And Agatha Christie during the Second World War would have lain back like this and would have written various books and various letters and correspondences and things. This is amazing.
And this being the largest space in the building, this flat would have been used for this infamous dinner parties and meetings that the Pritchards had.
I think it's amazing to think of all of the people who've walked on these floors as well. I mean, if you imagine, you know, the Pritchards being here originally, the parties that they would have had in terms of the wooden floor, in terms of the stools, they were all made by trees that would have grown in Estonia 100 years ago. In Estonia, they'd only just become independent. Amazing to think that this is in the heart of London.
So it's almost like they walked on Estonian soil here in London.
A bit of Estonian soil here in London. I love that.
I've had an absolutely amazing day here at the Isokon Gallery in North London. A very unique place with a rich history and a bit of a hidden gem, much like Estonia itself.